Test. There we go. What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to the 613th edition of TSR Live, your daily dose of red pill truth, wisdom, and awareness. I still have to get the hang of the beginning of that intro. There's a button that I have to push so that you guys can hear the music and hear me. That's part of this new. That's part of this new and improved soundboard that I have. I always miss that step. I'm gonna get better at it. I promise. I'm gonna get better at it. And hopefully that comes to pass sooner rather than later. Oh, Susan. I thought I was done with you, but my viewers did your boy a solid and sent me a few things about Miss Winter that explains quite a bit about who and what she is. Let's start with this minor stuff first here. So I told you guys yesterday that Susan wisely deleted her comments on Lisa Faye's video because as much of a banana gobbler as Susan Winter is, as we all now know, she's not a stupid cucumber connoisseur. She's not a stupid eggplant enthusiast. But Carlin Mitchell screen grabbed her comments, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at those now. I don't know what video this was from. My guess is that it was probably her rebuttal to my rebuttal, but Susan says, "Fantastic commentary, Lisa. You're both courageous and loving. Keep up the positive messages. Love this rebuttal to the hater that thrills at destroying women and polluting the minds of men." So, that drivel, that hamster-laden drivel that Lisa just kind of verbally vomited on us, Susan Winter thinks that's commentary. Maybe Susan isn't as smart as I thought she was. I gave Susan Winter credit, I guess, for being at least halfway intelligent. But I'm going to tell you what, to call this drivel commentary or a rebuttal, I don't know, man, that really makes me call her intelligence into question. Let's take a look at the next one. Give me a second here. Let's take a look at the next comment. So Carlin Mitchell, and again, shout out to Carlin Mitchell for sending this in. He actually, apparently, he watches Susan, apparently, which is obviously not a wise thing for Carlin Mitchell to do. I don't know if Carlin is a man or a woman. But he says, "I like your content, Susan. You're an incredibly smart and well-balanced lady, particularly the stuff about playing hard to get and communicating strategies." This has to be a woman. I can't imagine this is a man blowing sunshine up Susan Winter's you-know-what. However, she continues, Donovan, being the total dick that he is, has a ton of valid points. No one is ever right 100% of the time. You don't have to like someone to acknowledge they are speaking the truth. My family owned a strip club, and I learned how to talk to women, guess he's a man, at an early age and get them to speak what is really on their minds. Most men would be surprised, if not horrified, to learn what really goes through women's minds. Might be a cultural thing, he continues, but women, as supposed to be, women are supposed to be virginal sluts or some screwed up construct. However, it doesn't mean it's right or wrong, it just is. If a kind of twisted way, he is actually one of the few men teaching other men what women actually respond to. Y'all should pair up with him instead of burning the bridge down. We all know Disney, while telling you what you want to hear, is the true toxic garbage. So apparently Carlin wanted me to team up, I suppose, with Susan Winter, which absolutely, positively will not, and that, like, I'm never teaming up with a woman. Just not going to do it, not going to happen, don't give a shit. Do not give a shit. Anyway, as my MacBook is now low on batteries, I'm going to have to do something about that. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I know this is bad radio. There we go. So here is Susan's response to Carlin Mitchell. Hey, Carlin, she says, thanks for the rational and measured response. In fairness, you also know how men speak about women when they're in private. Perhaps your test group was as skewed as your female dancers had the harshest experience of men. Regardless of our personal thoughts, one fact remains. Donovan Sharpe violates YouTube community standards. Think what you like and say what you like, but no bullying or harassment on this platform. Susan she's the typical basic bitch, guys. I thought because maybe she was advanced in age, maybe she were a little more intelligent, but Susan, it appears, is as basic a bitch as Lisa Faye. Now, Lisa Faye ended up putting her foot in her mouth, and she's going to be going through some legal hardships here pretty soon. Susan managed to bow out of that. But Susan, just like most basic-ass bitches, think that just because they say something makes it true. This is a fact. One fact remains. Donovan doesn't violate anything. Donovan doesn't bully anybody. What Donovan does is Donovan tells hard and fast truths about these banana gobblers out here. And women like you, Susan, and Lisa, you don't like it. And it shouldn't surprise me because you're both older women. You, Susan, are an old lady. You're 62 years old. You already have your AARP card. Like, you might look good for 62, but you're still 62. So I understand why you're trying to defend what you feel is yours. Susan wrote a book a while back talking about why younger men fall in love with older women. And I could actually sum up her book and what she tried to convey in one word: porn. Like, dude, young men used to never pursue older women until pornography, right? Until the invention of the MILF. Older women were invisible to younger men until porn. There's no rhyme or reason. There's no psychological no, it's porn. When younger guys go after older women, they are fulfilling their pornographic fantasies. That's it. That's all there is to it. Susan can say whatever she wants, but what it really comes down to is that older women are not the reason why younger men go after older women. They go after older women because they think of you as porn stars. So that's the minor thing out of the way. But the big one came when a viewer who goes by the name of Post Clarity sent me this article entitled, I went out with 98 men in 9 months and none of them led to love. Woman's social experiment aims to prove dating is unnatural. Now, I thought to myself, okay, 98 men in 9 months? It's a hell of a lot of guys. I said, let me scroll down a little bit and see exactly who this woman is. It is none other, gentlemen, than Susan Winter herself. Susan Winter, quote, dated 98 men in 9 months as a social experiment. Surprisingly, she didn't find love. Now, that doesn't surprise me because banana gobblers never do find love. Susan Winter found a lot of cock, guys. Susan didn't do this to prove anything except for the fact that even women in their 50s can be hoes. That's all this was. Like, she didn't do this to like dating is not an unnatural thing. Okay, people have been dating for centuries. No, Susan just wanted to sleep with a bunch of men under the guise of a social experiment. What's the over-under on the number of guys Susan got up under? What's the over-under on the number of men that entered Susan's body? I'm going to put the number at 45, and I'm taking the over. Susan got straight ran through 98 men? Are you kidding me? And someone who is as attractive as she is at 62, I guess when she was in her 50s, she probably was a little more attractive. Of course this woman did this to sleep around. So she didn't find love, but you damn sure found some bananas and maybe even a few eggplants. Y'all think Susan fucks with niggas? Y'all think so? I think so. I think Susan fucks with niggas. I think that Susan has been up under a few brothers. I think a few brothers have been up in Susan. I'll tell you that right now. So let's break down this experiment and expose this quote-unquote dating expert for who she really is. The article says, quote, a woman made it her mission to prove that formally dating is, quote, tedious and, quote-unquote, unnatural and unnecessary. Relationship expert Susan Winter, who is in her 50s, wrote on the Huffington Post that she has no problems meeting men organically, but that the concept of the dating world does not appeal to her. To hit back at the critics who accused her of never having officially dated, the Manhattan-based writer agreed to go out with any man who asked her out, which resulted in 98 dates in 9 months. I don't buy for 1 second that Susan went out with any man who asked her out. Now, I'm sure she probably got hit on a lot. She's a blonde with ample bosoms in New York City, right? And any woman who has lived in New York City for any period of time has definitely racked up a high body count. I think I'll bet you Susan is probably really good friends with Hattie, the 83-year-old Tinder granny who also lives in New York City. I wonder if they've been in touch. I don't know, maybe they're running the geriatric dating circuit up there in Manhattan. Anyway, rather than changing her mind, the social experiment merely reinforced her views that dating is just the required required presentational stage for a possible future interlude. So what she's saying is that dating really just leads to sex, yet she went on 98 dates, right? So what she's trying to say here, what this article is saying is that Susan just admitted, rightfully so, that all dates are really for are just kind of feeling each other out. Do I want to sleep with you? Do you want to sleep with me? Okay, great. Let's sleep together. Susan said, this is true, and I'm going to prove that this is true. Yeah. Dating in today's world is more akin to an extreme sport, she offered, slamming it as a chance for both parties to superficially parade their talents and possessions. High-heeled women flaunt the sex cards as they savagely stampede each other for a man's attention, she wrote. Well, that's the way it's supposed to be. No matter what women say, no matter what women say they think, they know that their sex appeal is what gets the attention of men. A man is not attracted to a woman's college degrees. A man is not attracted to a woman's abilities. A man is not attracted to a woman's agency. The first thing we notice about a woman is she sexually attractive? If the answer is yes, then we proceed further. That's how that works. For her to sort of down high-heeled women flaunt the sex card, yes, this is what women do. Of course they flaunt the sex card. And oh, by the way, Miss Winter, in all of your videos, you never, ever fail to show cleavage. You never fail to show cleavage. There are your tits, front and center. Cleavage all there for the world to see. You could easily lower the camera so that we could just see your whole face. No, you want us to see your cleavage. This is what women trade on. This isn't bad. This just is. Susan is trying to bag on women for using their sexuality to get the attention of men, right? Flaunt the sex card as they savagely stampede each other for a man's attention. Susan doesn't like it when women have to compete. Women hate it when they have to compete. But what Susan probably doesn't realize is that women behave very badly when men compete for them. When a woman has options, she behaves poorly. When a woman is competing for a man, they all behave well. That's how this works. This is why the Bachelorette is always a raging slut, and the Bachelor is surrounded by 23 and 24-year-old women who are always on their best behavior. Miss Winter, it continues, emphasizes that she uses dating in the traditional sense of the word, otherwise known as courtship, meaning she did not sleep with all 98 men. And there we have it. There we have it. So Susan admits that she did sleep with some of these guys, but not all 98 men. Okay, that I believe. I believe that Susan probably didn't sleep with all 98 men. Probably slept with about 70 of them. Like, this is where they sort of carefully craft those words, right? Remember Kelly Tyler? I think this was back in episode 299. I've slept with well over 100 men, but that doesn't make me a slut. Well, that title would lead you to believe that her body count is somewhere around 100, right? It could be 110, 120, 130. But just because a woman says well over 100 doesn't mean that she hasn't slept with 267 men. Well over 100 could mean any number under 100. Well, that's what happened here. Miss Winter emphasizes that she uses dating in the traditional sense of the word, otherwise known as courtship, meaning she did not sleep with all 98 men. So she's not a total banana gobbler. She's not a total cucumber connoisseur. She didn't sleep with all 98 men. She just slept with at least 70. I put the over-under at 45. I took the over, and it looks like I'm right. Susan's not fooling anyone here. It's just like that girl who dated 5 guys, but she swore up and down that she didn't sleep with any of them, when we knew damn well that every one of those dudes skeeted up in her. Yeah, that's what this is. That's what this is. Susan Winter slept with at least 75 of these men. And the reason we know this is because, well, she didn't sleep with all 98, yeah, but she damn near did. Some of the dates, it continues, were blind ones recommended by friends and colleagues. Other men she met via personal ads, and she even met some through a professional matchmaker. Oh my God. And yet, time and time again, despite the variety of dates, she found the experience to be tedious. You want to know why Susan found the experience to be tedious? Because Susan's used to just men falling all over her. That's what this is. Susan actually had to work for a man's attention. She was in her 50s. It's not like when she was in her 20s where she could just show up and get the dick. No, it didn't work that way. These men probably quizzed her. They probably put her through her paces. They probably made her answer questions she didn't really want to answer. So, what's a woman who looks like you, unmarried at 57 years old? Like, you're obviously an attractive woman, but here you are, you're 58 years old. Why don't you have a boyfriend? Why aren't you married? She doesn't like answering those questions. Having to dance around that stuff, having to explain why she's not married at her ripe old age, that is what she characterized as tedious. Women describe anything tedious as something they have to work for, when previously they did not. Susan never had to work for male attention, yet here she was working for male attention. This is why she characterized it as tedious. Let's move to the last part of this article. They dangle their toys in front of our eyes in the hopes that we'll bite the bait. Oddly, they're not the bait. Their possessions are the bait. There is absolutely some truth in this. And that truth is women never love you for who you are. They love you for what you are. Make no mistake about it. A woman never loves a man for who he is. She doesn't just love him for him. No. She loves him for his toys, the life he could potentially provide. That's what this is. We don't love women for who they are. We love women for what they look like. That's why we love women. Love is an action. Love is a verb. It's an action. It's an action verb. It's not a feeling. It's an action. It's something you do. So let's take the word love out of it. So what Susan here is she's trying to poo-poo the fact that men use their possessions and their lifestyle to attract women, and women use their sexuality to attract men. Susan apparently doesn't like this. She doesn't think that's organic enough. It continues. She found that the majority of men she went out with treated the date as an opportunity to name drop their famous friends and prove their power and influence. So, surprise, surprise, these men are leading with their wallets. They're leading with their possessions. These men didn't have game. That's all this is. I see you guys are talking about Team Skeet in there. Yeah. Susan has not used a condom since she was probably in her 30s. Guys. Dude, women in their 40s and 50s, post-menopausal, these women do not use condoms. They do not use condoms. So Susan probably found these dates to be tedious. You know what else she found tedious? She found those STDs to be tedious. How many men did this woman sleep with in 9 months? This is incredible. 98 men. Let's do some math. Let's just do some math here. So 9 months divided by 98. Oops, 98 rather, divided by 9. So she's going on 10 dates a month on average. She's going on a date every third day. Every third day she's going out on a date. But she found it tedious. Ms. Winter concluded that meeting a potential match the, quote, old school way, without the mutual and unnatural desire to impress, trumps the meet and greet method so common in today's dating world. See, this makes no sense. Like, Susan Winter is trying to say, well, men shouldn't try to impress women and women shouldn't try to impress men. Okay, well then why get together in the first place? That's what we do. Like when we are courting females, we try to put our best foot forward. Women try to be as sexy as they can. Men with red pill game run red pill game. Susan apparently doesn't like the courtship, probably because it's too tedious. Susan's ready to just get down and start gobbling bananas. Dispense with all of the theatrics. I'm here for sex. You're here for sex. Let's have sex. Whether walking my dog or at the gym, she says, I'm where I want to be while living the life I love, she says, of meeting someone outside the expectations of the dating world. And we meet naturally, organically, she writes. The spark we find serves as our connection. We merge. What is absolutely, positively disgusting to me is when women who have slept with as many men as Susan has, they try to make sex sound like some sort of cosmic, otherworldly, what's the word I'm looking for? They try to make it this cosmic experience. No, sweetie, it's just sex. You're just bumping uglies. He's sticking his dick into your vagina. There's nothing, we merge and no, there's no. There's nothing special or cosmic or cycle. No, none of that. None of that. You went out with 98 dudes and you probably slept with 75 of them. There's nothing cosmic about that. This is why we know that Susan Winter is a basic-ass bitch. This woman, and we're going to break down another video of hers. I was actually going to do this yesterday, but I'm going to break this down today because this one is just absolutely, I absolutely could not pass this up. But in this video, like all of these videos, she tries to come off as this wise sage of wisdom. Like this wise sage of wisdom who knows, no, there's nothing wise about Susan Winter. Susan Winter is an old hoe who's been ran through. And just like every old hoe who's been ran through, she thinks that people want to hear about all the dudes that you've slept with. Andy Liu, the Australian 46 years old who ran out of Tinder dates, decided to write a memoir about her 20s, 30s, and 40s. Nobody wants to hear about that. Okay, you met a guy, he raw dogged you, you didn't get an STD, rinse and repeat. That's what this comes down to. Susan Winter is just like every other female out here. When females try to be dating experts, they are somehow trying to imply that they are different from most females. There's nothing different about me. Guys, listen, Susan Winter's a basic-ass bitch. I'm a basic-ass nigga. That's what it comes down to. Yeah, I've got more fans than the average man. I make a little more money than most people, but at the end of the day, there's something special about me. There is nothing special about me. I'm not out here trying to act like I'm just some sort of, All I do is I tell you guys what I've learned through my life, and I try to come up with the easiest, most digestible way to give it to you. That's it. That's it. I happen to be pretty good in front of camera. I don't know if you can call that talent or not. I work harder than most people. I know that might be the difference, but there is nothing special about me. I'm not trying to differentiate. Well, I'm not like most men. No, I'm like every man. And I like that. I like that people know what to expect of me. Women like Susan, look at this. Oh, she's a dating expert. Oh my God, yeah, she must be different. Nope, Susan's a hoe just like the rest of them. To the tune of 98 dates in 9 months. And I'm almost 100% sure she was up under 75 of those. She's 62, 63 years old now, back in her 50s. She probably, honestly, back in her 50s, she probably looked better than this. She's actually aged quite well. There's just one problem. There's no ring, and she's not in a relationship with any man. That's for sure. At the end of the day, guys, Susan Winter is just an old hoe, just like the rest of them. That's it. All right, let's take a look at the super chat here. I appreciate you guys for super chatting. Let's see, and I'm going to open up the phone lines a little bit later, guys, so you guys will get a chance to call me with your thoughts. Somebody in the chat thought that I charged $100 for a half an hour of my consultations. No, it is $247 for a half an hour. All right. Shout out to the Mod Squad. BK in the Rockies. My girl Devin's in the place. Kane Conqueror, Bird Prey 1, Hugo Boss. Hugo actually changed his name. His name used to be Hugo something or other. It's now Hugo Boss. Very good. Ace and Spades is in the house. He's the guy that started the consultation conversation. The Piggy Review says, what's up, everybody? At your favorite red pill pig. Okay. C-Dub is in the house. Tricky Trini is in the house. IDK, Ice Dragon Kid. Could call him I don't know. Some guys in the house. Says 100 guys in 9 months, as Don would say, cucumber connoisseur. Dude, she is an eggplant enthusiast. Real talk, man. Like, dude, this chick has been straight up ran through. Ay, ay, ay. Some guy says, I mean, damn, Susan Winter is from New York. Talk about sex in the city. Man, you're telling me. You are telling me. French, with the 5 British pounds, says, did any of the 100 men want to stick around? The experiment would have been fair if she wasn't past the wall. Try this with a 23-year-old with humility. Yeah, right. The thing is, this is Susan's standard. Susan thinks her standards are too high, right? Women always ask themselves, why can't I find love? Well, girl, it's because your standards are too high. No, you've had too many dicks in you. When you've had that much dick in you, it is impossible to pair bond with a man. That's how it works. Susan's never going to be in a relationship of consequence with a man she respects and loves. Not going to happen. Honestly, her chance of that one out the door probably in her 20s. Honestly, Susan probably has a body count of about 500. If this woman could go on 98 dates in 9 months in her 50s, I can't even imagine what her 20s and 30s were like. Oh my God. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Ay, ay, ay. Yes, Devin put in her notice today. She's going to be working for your boy full-time very, very soon. Oh, shit. My Mac Pro just died. My MacBook just died. That sucks. All right, let's see what's going on here. I am going to open up the phone lines a little bit later on. I'm going to be opening up the phone lines. Oh, wait a minute. That's loud. I will be opening up the phone lines a little later on, so guys, be sure to stick around. I want to get your thoughts. I actually have a new feature on the phone lines. I actually show you who's in the queue, so stay tuned for that. Armando Moreno is in the house. Red Pill Mike, $2 super chat, says 62-year-old dried up hoe with tons of damage. Real fucking talk, man. Stephen Veitling, or Vieting, says not letting me send my banana gobbler math super chat. Basically 2.2 per week. Yeah, right. I am really joking. $2 super chat says a petri dish is used in experiments. Yes, petri dishes are used in experiments, aren't they? Jay Prez, $5 says 98 dates, lots of sex and free food. Sounds like the modern female to me. This is why I called Susan a basic ass bitch, man. Like, Susan is no better than Lisa Faye. Like, they are two sides of the same coin. It's just that Susan is literally twice Lisa's age. Now, Lisa's not going to look like Susan when she's 62. That's for damn sure. Susan looks great for 62. She absolutely does, man. And honestly, dude, oh my God. Dude, if she had locked down a high-value guy, man, he would... Nope, she decided to be a hoe and write about it and thinks that people care about her hoedom. John Brown, $5 super chat, says her dating experiment is nothing more than tails on the carousel. Women like this value the carousel more than locking down a man of high value. Right. And then they think we all want to know about it. They're like, oh my God, all of my misadventures and I just had so much fun in my 20s and 30s. I'm going to write a memoir. Dude, nobody wants to read your slut book. Fuck that. Technomage B5, $10 says, DS, you make the choice to share what you learned. That's priceless and puts you in rare and good company. I appreciate that. Naqib Ahmed with the 20 Indian rupees. I don't know how much that is. I have no idea how much that is, but I appreciate that. Some guy says, oh, you know Susan had daddy issues. Of course she did. Oh my God, dude. Dude, this woman was a super hoe. Again, she went on 98 dates in her 50s. In 9 months. In 9 months. Holy shit. Like, here I thought that maybe Susan had just kind of dedicated her life. Like, I knew that she was no angel. But I thought that she had dedicated her life to doing, helping people out in relationships. Oh, no. No. Susan decided to become a relationship expert when it became clear to her that men were not going to want her for anything outside of sex. That's what happened. Post Clarity, welcome to Chat Privileges. I appreciate that. Post Clarity is actually the person that sent me the article. Cryomancer with the $50 super chat. I appreciate that. Says she's got highway miles. Okay. JB84 says 20 Indian rupees equals 26 cents. All right, well, thanks for the quarter there, Naqib Ahmed. Appreciate that. Oh, my God. 98 dates. 98 dates in 9 months. That is incredibly unbelievable. We break down another one of Susan's ridiculous dating advice videos right after the break. Guys, we're back in less than 60. Don't go anywhere. You're watching TSR Live with Donovan Sharpe. Tune in weekday afternoons at 3:30 p.m. Eastern, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Get access to content not found anywhere else on patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe. Past shows, the archive, Sharpe Shorts, and Ask Donovan Q&A. Get exclusive access to my own platform, Sharpe Stream, where I break down shows like Love is Blind, 90 Day Fiancé, The Bachelorette, and much more. Get huge discounts on all of my courses like How to Master the Game, How to Build a Quality Woman from the Ground Up, and Womanese 101. You can also get your hands on the videos and podcast episodes banned on SoundCloud, Vimeo, and YouTube. Get access to an ocean of content found only on patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe. The link is in the description. Thanks for sticking around, guys. Welcome back to the show. It is Thursday, May 21st of 2020. It is good to have you guys in today. TSR Live is presented by Gorilla Mind Rush, the #1 non-habit-forming energy and focus supplement on the planet. Be super productive and laser-focused for hours with zero crash, zero jitters. Support your productivity and the show by going to donovansharpe.com/Gorilla Mind Rush to get your hands on a bottle or two. The link is in the description. We are streaming in crystal clear, what looks like crystal clear, 1080p to Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, VKOK.RU, and of course, Sharpe Stream. So however you are watching, wherever you're watching from, thank you for making the Sharpe Reality Live a part of your daily routine. And yes, I will be continuing my 90-day fiancé breakdown. Oop, wait a minute, that's the wrong one. My 90-day fiancé breakdown after the show. If you want access to Sharpe Stream, go to patreon.com/DonovanSharpe to sign up today. Yesterday's breakdown was a little bit short. My show ran a little long yesterday, and I had a consultation that I had to do. So unfortunately, I had to cut that a little bit short. But you guys will definitely not get cheated today. Today is going to be a very good episode. We've actually, this is breakdown number 5. We're only starting episode 2. So and again, this is how chock full of red pill truth this stuff is, guys. You can never get enough of this stuff. As always, guys, you guys make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell to be notified when I go live. Again, remember, YouTube sometimes unsubscribes people. So if you subscribe, make sure you check back and make sure that you are still subscribed. Again, like, comment, subscribe, leave a comment, whatever the case may be, and that will help the channel grow. Always share my videos, guys. Listen, the YouTube algorithm is not going to do me any favors to get discovered, right? They're not going to do me any favors. I get it. It is what it is. Just make sure you share my content as much as you can. Anybody who pees standing up needs to see this content. They absolutely need to see this. Like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. All right. The African $5 super chat says, if this isn't the awakening people need, I don't know what will do it, man. Dude, I don't know either. Dude, there is so much truth that it can't be denied anymore. Like, dude, like both women and men are confirming the truth all the time. And the fact that men are still sort of willfully ignorant, there's nothing I can do, man. Like, if you still need convincing after watching my show, I can't help you. At that point, I'm giving up. I'm not even messing around with that. Not even messing with that. Freelance Ronan with the $5 super chat says Tupac wasn't getting around as much as she was. TSR in effect. Man, yo, like this chick, dude, 98 dates in 9 months. As a 50-something. Dude, the most alpha guy, the 38-year-old super alpha, 2% body fat, salt and pepper beard, private jet. That guy can't get 98 dates in 9 months. I can guarantee you that. Edward Patton with the $2 super chat says she probably has a body count of 4 digits. I wouldn't doubt it. Dude, someone who looks as good as Susan does right now? Shit. Dude, oh my God. Unbelievable, man. Yeah, listen, I wouldn't doubt it. I would not be surprised if I found out that her body count was into the 4 digits, into the thousands. Wouldn't doubt it. M. Powell with the £2 super chat says, good work, Mr. Sharpe. Appreciate that. Byron Gaines is in the house with the $5 super chat. Says the lie of symmetrical attraction is what will keep more women single as years pass. Promiscuous women are not like promiscuous men. Real talk. Women think, well, he sleeps around and he's attractive, so maybe I can do the same thing. No, it doesn't work that way. It's hard for men to sleep around. That's why women are attracted to us when we sleep around. It's easy for women to sleep around. That's why men are not impressed that you fuck 50 guys in 50 days. Jason Ho, thank you very, very much for the support. He became a member of Chat Privileges. Logical Wavo, $2 super chat says, your show is the best thing on the airways. No bullshit. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. Big Papa Smurf Z with the $5 super chat. Big Papa Smurf, you ain't still chubby chasing, are you? Keep it real with your boy. All right. You must repent at the altar of Sharpe. Jason Ho with the $10 super chat said, stumbled upon an article about her titled 62-year-old woman has never dated men over 41 and she doesn't regret it. Putting the link below. What? Wow, dude. Susan Winter's a hoe. Oh my God. This is what baffles me about why so many women watch her show and take her advice. She has no experience in a successful relationship. All Lisa knows is sex and one-night stands. That's it. Guess what? You don't have to be an expert in that. All girls are experts in sex and one-night stands. All they have to do is get up and decide to be a hoe. That's it. Wow. Holy fucking shit, dude. Wow. Wow. Ay. Yeah, send that link to me to TSR at donovansharpe.com. Who's the guy? Who was the guy? I forgot who it was already. Jesus Christ. Jason Ho. Send that link to TSR at donovansharpe.com. TSR at donovansharpe.com. Holy fucking shit. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. Well, as promised, I am going to break down the third of the, I was going to break down the 3 videos yesterday. The 2 videos that I took, the 2 videos that I broke down of hers yesterday took way too long. There was just way too much red pill truth in that video for me to get all the way through it. But there was a third one. There was a third video she did where she was answering a woman who is great at her career, but not so great at dating. Let's take a look and listen to what Super MILF here had to say.
It's about that conflict, the disconnect. Great at a career, not so confident when it comes to dating. Really trust myself as far as my profession, not so sure I know what's going on, and as a matter of fact, I'm reluctant to date. Because
it's interesting because she sounds like she's talking about herself.
I don't know what's going on. This is great. This is from Amy.
No, you're not reluctant to date because you don't know what's going on. You're not dating because men don't want you.
And I think this is indicative of where a lot of people are today, especially my millennial clients.
Your millennial clients. This woman has clients. Oh my God. This woman has clients? Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Jesus Christ.
They have tremendous confidence in their abilities as far as their career, but worry and are insecure with dating. So,
gee, I wonder why. I wonder why. They're confident with what they do, but not confident in dating.
Amy, thanks a lot. Here we go. My question is about dating. I've been focusing on me and my career for the majority of my adult life.
Oh boy.
And now at 36 years, I'm ready for a partner.
Wait. Hold up. Hold on. I'm gonna have to rewind that. Where's my cursor? There it is. There it is. Okay. Let's read that again.
My question is about dating. I've been focusing on me and my career for the majority of my adult life. And now at 36 years.
36? Now at 36, you've decided that you want to settle down?
Years. I'm ready for a partner.
Oh my God. This woman has concentrated on all the wrong things. All the wrong things. And again, when we read and hear stuff like this, we assume that women who are just concentrating on their careers are only concentrating on their careers. No. They're concentrating on their careers by day, but by night, they're getting butt fucked by anything with a Y chromosome and a smile. See, these women would love to believe that we believe, that they think that we believe that they're just toiling away in their computers, just working on nothing but their careers. No, listen, work hard, play hard. Okay, so Monday through Friday, they're working 12, 15 hours a week, but you better believe Friday night and Saturday night, they're doing lines and giving fucking blowjobs in club parking lots just like the rest of them. Get the fuck out of here with that.
The real challenge is that I don't know how to date. How do I get the mindset of dating and rejection?
Hang on a second. She says she doesn't know how to what?
6 years. I'm ready for a partner.
Okay.
The real challenge is that I don't know how to date.
I don't know how to date. Translation. I only know how to have one-night stands. That's real. Dude, there are women. There are so many women out here that are such hoes. All they know how to do is fuck. They don't know about courtship. They don't know about the coquettish game of tug of war. All they know how to do, meet a guy at the bar, fuck him in my car, or fuck him in my apartment, rinse and repeat. That's it. They have no idea how to date. They have no idea how to text back and forth with guys. All they know how to do is get fucked. That's it. That's all they know how to do.
How do I get the mindset of dating and rejection? I'm used to being successful, but romantic relationships aren't one of those.
Yes, romantic relationships aren't one of those. There's nothing romantic about drinking a protein shake in the parking lot. Of course not. Like, why does it surprise these women who are so successful in their careers that they have no idea how to date?
Need to break through the relationship glass ceiling.
Oh my God, the relationship glass ceiling. Holy shit. So now, and when she uses the word glass ceiling, she somehow implies that the reason she can't get a date is because she's being oppressed by men. Ergo the term glass ceiling. Wow, this is funny.
Thank you so much, Amy, for writing that. By the way, my dear, the glass ceiling is only in your mind.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Dude, Susan is that bitch. It's only in your mind. If you see it and believe it, you can make it happen. You can do anything you put your mind to. Just think it, see it, be it, and it will happen for you. Oh my God, she's one of these fucking bitches.
It's right here. So here's how this happens.
Please,
Number
tell
one,
me.
I want you to take all of the things that you do every day in your career for which you are so successful.
Oh boy.
Transport that
boy.
thinking
boy.
and that confidence onto a new platform.
Say what?
All of the things that you do every day in your career for which you are so successful. Transport that thinking and that confidence onto a new platform. It's called dating.
Oh my God. So, and there are plenty of dating and relationship experts who give this advice. Well, Susan, I make $175,000 a year, but I just can't date. I'm confident in the workforce, but I'm not confident with men. Outside of just fucking. What do I do? Well, Leslie or Tiffany, I don't know if we're still making that. Well, it's simple. All you have to do is all of the skills that you use to get to where you are in the workplace, just translate them over to dating. It's that simple. There is a reason this advice is absolutely dangerous. And I have spoken about this ad nauseum. Take a long look and listen.
But here's the raw truth, guys. And ladies, you need to listen up here because I'm talking directly to you. The more a woman accomplishes, the more money she makes, the more power and influence she acquires, the further she shrinks her pool of potential suitors. I'll say that again. The more a woman accomplishes, the more money she makes, the more power and influence she wields, the further she shrinks her pool of potential suitors. In other words, guys, the more status a woman has, the fewer men she'll have to choose from. Guys, I'm here to tell you, females don't want to downgrade. They want to upgrade. They want to fuck up. They want to date up. They want to marry up. They're not programmed to give the time of day to other men who have less money, less power, and less status than they do. It is simply not in their DNA, nor should it be. A lot of guys out here complain about, women should, love men that are lower status. No, they shouldn't. Fuck that. Get your shit together. And by the way, conditional love, that is for the weak. Embrace the burden, the masculine burden of performance. Anyway, Donna, the executive at XYZ Fortune 500 company, she's not fucking the junior partner at the big law firm. No, man. Donna wants to fuck the guy with his name on the door of that firm. She's not going to date Steve, the warehouse supervisor. She's going to date the guy who owns the company Steve works for. Donna doesn't want to marry the company accountant. She doesn't want to marry the COO. She wants to marry the CEO. Let's take it to a lower level. A female junior partner at any given law firm, she's not going to date, fuck, or marry a law clerk or a first-year employee. Not going to do it. Worst case scenario, she may date laterally and get with another junior partner, but that is the worst case scenario. What she really wants is the senior partner. Now, some women might say, well, there's nothing wrong with that, Donovan. She has to have standards. Hey, you're getting no argument from me. You're absolutely right. But here's the problem, ladies. The math doesn't work. You see, ladies, there are far more Steves out there. There are far more junior partners. There are far more CPAs out there than there are company owners, CEOs, and senior partners of big law firms. Then they might come back with, well, there are far more male executives and CEOs than female executives and CEOs, so there are plenty to go around for all of the powerful women. In fact, they'd have their pick of all of the most rich and powerful men in the world. Dead fucking wrong, ladies. Yeah, you got this part right. There are far more male CEOs and executives than females. But high-value men like this don't want to date female vice presidents. They don't want to marry these powerful and influential women. They don't want to fuck female CEOs. Why, you ask? Because they don't want relationships with females who have masculine qualities or personalities. Now, some women might ask, well, how do you know they're masculine? They could be very feminine and ladylike. How do I know? Simple. Because you don't become a senior partner at a law firm by being a feminine, kind woman. You gotta be a fucking killer. You gotta be cutthroat. You don't rise through the ranks of the corporate rat race to become an executive at a Fortune 500 company without being driven, without being ultra competitive. And any woman who accomplishes these things has to exhibit masculine characteristics. It's the only way. They have to maintain these characteristics over an extended period of time. And when she finally gets to where she wants, as soon as she reaches the pinnacle, she has quite literally forgotten how to be a lady. Yeah, she's still a female, biologically and anatomically anyway. But all of her femininity has been stripped away from her. High-value men are not looking to be with a woman who acts like a fucking man. They don't want to be with a woman who has a scorned disposition from all the battles she's fought on her way to the top. They're not looking to get with women who can't turn off the bitch switch and compete with them. They're not trying to get with a female who's stubborn because she feels like she has to prove something all the time. Think about the typical cliche, pardon me, of the CEO fucking his secretary. His value is higher than hers. He makes more money. He tells her what to do. He has power, and he gives her instructions. Somebody time out John 4040, who says everyone needs a masculine and feminine side. Fuck you, get the fuck out of here. Time him out, get him out of here. Sharpe says Charles Caballero, get that guy out of here. No, everyone does not need a masculine and feminine side. Fuck that and fuck you. Go fuck Donna, the CEO of the Fortune 500 company, and see how much femininity you get out of her. Anyway, back to the cliche of the CEO fucking his secretary. The secretary is in a subservient position. She does what she's told, she asks his permission, she never gets out of pocket, and she defers to him. The CEO-secretary dynamic alone, guys, that is conducive to attraction on both ends. This is why women who are married to the CEO of the Fortune 500 company who has the hot young secretary, guess what? She's worried that he's going to start fucking her. He's worried that he's going to get with her, and she should be. She absolutely should be. Women have been completely duped, gentlemen. They were told to get all this money and all this status and influence, and they'd be able to attract any man they want. But the more they get, the harder it is to find a man, because the feminine operating system simply will not permit her to love and respect a man who is not superior to her in every way. She can't do it. But as it happens, it would appear that women are beginning to figure it out. The high-powered female attorney, she's pissed off, right? Because big-time male lawyers, they don't want anything to do with her. The female executive at the Fortune 500 company, she's miserable because she now realizes why she's no longer attracted to the men she used to be, men who used to make her pussy wet on the way up the corporate ladder. Every time she moves up a rung, guys who are equal to or lesser than her, they don't really do it for her anymore. Sure, these ladies have all of the cars and all of the money, right? They've got all the friends. They can travel and buy pretty much whatever they want. But what they really want is a man. And at the end of the night, when she lays in her $8,000 bed with her 8,000 thread count sheets, she cries herself to sleep. Because she's just now starting to figure out that the more wealth, the more status, the more power, the more influence she has, the less men that she wants will want her. Her taste is too expensive for her sexual market value, and it will be until the day she dies. So what does Donna, the CEO of the Fortune 500 company, do? At the end of the night, she calls up her doctor and gets him to call in yet another prescription for Ambien to knock her out at the end of the night, Lexapro to keep her from committing suicide during the day, and Valium to keep her anxiety about being alone and 47 under control.
So there you have it. There's my little 5.5 minute spiel on women in the workplace. And yes, as Ace in Spades so eloquently pointed out, yeah, it was a lot more toned then. That was when I had a lot more time on my hands. But I'm going to have a lot more time on my hands here in the coming months because I'm getting everything together. So I'm absolutely positively going to be getting into better shape. I appreciate that. Ace in Spades. So that is exactly what Susan Winter should lead with. But again, she can't tell these women it's too late for them. No, use your work skill for your dating skill. Devin in the chat said, yeah, she probably gets a lot of one-time customers. Yeah. Donna, Jesus. Susan Winter probably gets one-time customers a lot. I seriously doubt that her repeat customers are a high percentage. Let's continue.
Relationships. But if you really look at the architecture of it, you're doing a lot of the same things.
And that's the problem. You're doing a lot of the same things. What about work is the same as dating? Please enlighten us here.
1, you're making smart, strategic decisions.
Smart, strategic decisions requires rationale and logic. That is something that women clearly do not exercise on the dating market. So there's strike 1.
As in partner selection. Imagine you're hiring somebody for your company.
This woman is really comparing hiring someone for her company to dating men.
You're getting involved with somebody, you're doing some kind of collaboration, or you're taking on a business partner. First thing you're going to want to know is what's their mission statement, what are they about, what are their intentions. You do this every day. Maybe you do it with clients, maybe you do it with customers. I don't know your situation here, but
no, she doesn't do that with anybody, least of all men. She doesn't ask these men that she's banging every night, what are your intentions? She knows what his intentions are. She likes what his intentions are. The problem is she wants his intentions to be a little further down the road, outside of the one-night stand.
I know you do it, and you don't realize you do it.
Oh, my God.
It's the same thing in dating. You're getting to know somebody. It's meet and greet. You are making an assessment from all the information your internal computer is taking in.
Right. But your internal, there's a different computer when it comes to gauging a man's sexual attractiveness and gauging someone who would make a good employee, right? An alpha Chad, a Chad Thundercock who fucks a lot of women, probably not going to make a very good employee, least of all working with women.
You're going to come to a sum total of a yes or a no, or possible in this context.
You see what she's doing? What she's telling women is that they are capable of making reasonable, rational decisions in the dating market. Now, this is possible for women. Women can be very pragmatic on the dating market. They absolutely can. They can do risk assessment, the pros versus the cons. But guess what? They don't do that until their options run out. Women are not very discriminatory in their 20s when every man wants to fuck them. She's not doing that cost-benefit analysis. All she wants to do is have fun. That guy's got six-pack abs and a big dick. That guy drives a Ferrari. That's her risk assessment. That's all she's thinking about. Women are not pragmatic at all when they're young, or at least when they have a lot of options. But when the men that used to fuck them raw don't really look at them anymore, now all of a sudden she starts to be, okay, wait a minute. All right. I'm 39 years old. I'm ready to settle down. Let's take a minute and think about this. Yeah, you know what? Jason looks real good, and I used to fuck with Jason back in the day, but he probably wouldn't make a very good boyfriend or husband. That is when women are pragmatic. But that's the only time they're pragmatic, and even then, even when a woman knows she's past the wall, she's not going to be reasonable. Women are capable of being reasonable, but that's not their default. Their default programming is being irrational. A woman's default programming is being unreasonable, especially when it comes to matters of the heart and the vagina.
So trust the fact that you already do this, okay?
Oh my God.
And secondarily, now you talked about rejection.
Freelance Ronin says she is definitely tossing the proverbial word salad. Comment of the day, Freelance Ronin. Very, very nice. Very nice.
Maybe you're going to reject them. Okay, remember.
Oh my God. Maybe you're going to reject them? Susan, I hate to tell, like, I don't know if anybody's told you this, but a woman who's 36 years old can't afford to be rejecting dudes, right? Susan, she's 36. She's not 26. She's not rejecting any goddamn body. A 36-year-old woman will take what the fuck she can get and like it. This, again, is why Susan leads these women astray. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I can't believe, and I'm not, guys, I'm not being facetious here. I can't believe that, well, I don't know, I guess given who and what women really are, man, I guess,
It is like...
By the way, guys, the phone lines are open. The phone lines are open, 914-205-5356. 914-205-5356. I will continue the breakdown as you guys get in the queue.
It is like looking for the perfect collaborator.
Oh my God.
It doesn't mean rejection. I mean, that person is looking for something specific. You're looking for something specific. Maybe the two don't align, but you have to have resiliency. And I think that's one of the key factors that, especially in this time period, we all need is resiliency. We have to, listen, if you've been doing the work on yourself, you've already got this. So let me flip it this way. You said you've been working on...
Okay, so Susan didn't make a damn bit of sense. That little 30-second snippet that we just played, that doesn't mean anything. That made absolutely no sense whatsoever.
Yourself. I'm working on me, right? This is where you've invested your time, along with your career. Then you have the foundation you need to enter this dating world.
Oh my God. Oh my God. She's telling this woman that because she is well established in her career, that she is that she has built a solid foundation for dating. No. A woman who has built a solid foundation for dating high-value men is a woman who lives with her parents until she finds said high-value man. Okay? A woman who has set a solid foundation for dating and marrying high-value men doesn't sleep around. She doesn't get tattoos. She doesn't drink to excess every night or every weekend. What is she talking about? Everything women do in the workplace is self-destructive, including the work. You guys just saw it right there in the video that I just played. The past video I just played. Women work, and Technomage B5 actually pointed this out in the chat. Women have to display masculine characteristics to get ahead in the workplace. By the time they get to 36 years old, they quite literally have forgotten how to be a woman. Like, they're still a female anatomically, but they don't know how to be a lady. They don't know how to be a woman. That's what the foundation is. So by entering the workforce and entering this rat race, you are literally undoing everything that was, and again, women don't have to proactively make themselves into quality women. All they have to do is keep it on the road. It's like Apollo Creed in Rocky 2. The announcer said Apollo is way ahead on the scorecards. All Creed has to do is stay awake, and he will remain the heavyweight champion of the world. Now, Apollo Creed, after Rocky 1, says, listen, I won, but I didn't beat him. So I understand why Apollo had to go for the knockout. Rocky knocks him out, the rest is history, right? But all Apollo had to do is stay awake. All women have to do is not sleep around, not get fat, not get tattoos, not smoke, that's all they have to do. Men have to build value. Women simply have to preserve it. And we're doing a better job than they are. A woman doesn't have to build value. When a female is born, she has everything she needs to attract a high-value men. Right there. When men are born, we don't have anything. Men, we got to learn how to fight. We got to learn how to fuck. We got to learn how to make money. We got to learn how to, dude, we got to be disciplined. We got to learn how to use firearms. Like, there's so many different things that we as men need to do to build value. Women don't know how to build value. All they have to do is preserve it. Just keep it on the fucking road. Oops.
Because having yourself means you have command of yourself.
Having yourself means you have command of yourself. This is more relationship jibber jabber. That's all this is. Like, she's just not making any sense, guys.
Don't place your security in them. That's very flimsy.
Don't place your security in them. That's very flimsy. Susan, I thought they were going for a relationship, right? And again, women who are in the workforce, they learn that that is a masculine trait, not to put your trust in anybody, right? And listen, I'll be honest with you. Before Devin sent off her resignation letter to her bosses, she was a little bit nervous. She's like, all right, Donovan, I'm getting ready to send it. I'm like, all right, go ahead and send it. I understood her hesitation because she's all in now. Now, she certainly is not going to burn her bridge. She is the very best at what she used to do, and now she's going to work for me. If her and I don't work out for some reason, I can almost 100% guarantee she could get a job with that company anytime she wants. Even still, she's taking a risk. But she is putting her security in me because she loves me and she trusts me and she sees that I'm going places. But women who are in the workforce, they think the worst of men because they think they see the worst of men. They're not ready for the dating market. So this woman, Susan, is saying, listen, go out and date, but don't put your trust or security in men. Then why should she date? Why should she date, Susan? Why not just sport fuck her way through her 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and now 60s? Why wouldn't she just do that?
Love is whimsical. People's attention span is short.
Yes, people's attention spans are short. A man's attention spans are short. What she is saying is that a man will be attracted to other women. You want to know what you do about that? I want to call this woman Donna, Lisa. You want to know what you do about that, Susan? You stay attractive. If Susan were married, her husband would be, listen, man, like my wife just turned 62. She looks good. But women don't want to work for what they've been given for free. And Susan knows this.
Place your confidence in yourself, your skills, your worth, your ability, and that should sustain you.
Your skills, your worth, and your ability. Your skills have nothing to do with sexual attraction. They have nothing to do with relationship attraction. Your worth is determined by men. Your ability, again, has nothing to do with anything. Listen, if you're talking about the ability to cook and clean, if you're talking about the ability to suck the color off my dick, if you're talking about the ability to make me a grilled cheese sandwich after I blow your back out, all right, now we can talk. But none of that has anything to do with attracting a man. None of it.
Please don't think of it as this wild other thing that you don't know. It's so difficult.
It is, though. It is a wild other thing that she doesn't know that is difficult. Again, Susan, you're talking about a woman who has literally just been having one-night stands for a decade and a half. That's why this is daunting to her, because she doesn't know how to exist outside of fucking ass-thumping sex. That's it. That's why she came to you, but you're going to tell her, well, listen, all you have to do is apply your work skills to your dating skills and problem solved. Oh, my God.
It's a new language. It's a new experience.
It's a new language and a new experience, yet it's something she doesn't not know.
But it's a lot of the same tools that you use every day.
Oh, my God.
I have one too.
Oh, wait a minute. Shit, switched up on me. Get out of here. I need alpha male strategies up there. Hang on a second. So that is the end. That is the end of the of that ridiculous ass video. That is just, to me, that is just absolutely remarkable. The advice that Susan Windsor gives to the people who, I guess, reach out to her, like, her advice is not, it's bad advice. It is, like, not only is it bad, it's useless. There's nothing special about her advice. There is nothing, give me a second. There's nothing, like, I wouldn't pay someone to give me that kind of advice. I just wouldn't do it. I would not do it. All right. As you guys can see, the phone lines are now open, and if you are looking at your screen, on the left side of your screen, you see next in line. You see next in line. It shows 1, 2, 3. It shows the next 4 in the queue. So if you're looking at your screen and paying attention, you'll know where you are in line if you are in the top 4. So let's get this party started. 914-205-5356. That is the number to call. Area code 910. You're on Live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Donovan. It's Dre from Vietnam, brother.
Hey, Dre. What's going on, brother?
Hey, man. If you got time, quick story time, brother.
Sure, what
I
you
once
got?
met a Susan like her. So, all right, man. I spent all of my adult life in the Army, Special Forces, right? Get out the Army. I go in, and I take a sales job after I retire.
Okay.
Have this female, just like Susan Winters, man. She's older. She had fake tits, fat ass, waist trainer, everything, bro. I used to sit in the little break room and hear her give advice to young women about what they should do, what they shouldn't do. And me being me, you know what I mean? Look, I didn't grow up in the civilian world. I grew up in special operations. I don't give a fuck about the rules. I don't give a fuck what you say.
Right.
Me being me, I decide, let me see what I could do with this broad. Everything she told the younger females on the job, I completely wrecked that shit. I literally had this broad doing monkey double black flips, dick in her mouth, fucking skeeting on her face. Bro, these women like this are frauds. They sit there and teach this shit to these younger women, and they don't even believe it themselves, bro. And I'm being honest with you. Just in my short, limited experience in the civilian world, these women don't believe none of that shit, man.
Hashtag these hoes ain't loyal. Dre in Vietnam, thank you for the call. I appreciate that. Let's read these super chats here before I get it. Area code 682. Rob L with the $2 super chat says, if only women would listen to you, marriage would rise. That again, see, women are never going to listen to a guy like me. The reason they don't listen to me is because of my delivery, right? Not only, and they say, well, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. No, it is actually what I say. It's what I say and how I say it. Guys, I'm a fucking asshole, but guess what? I don't give a shit. Fuck it. Like, the truth is never pretty. The truth is never easy to swallow. Like, that's just kind of all there is to it. Women like everything to be sugar-coated. Unfortunately, sugar-coated advice isn't really good advice. Medinaha with the €5 super chat says, God created the logic stone and the emotion stone. He gave a 90-10 ratio of the first one to men and the 10-90 ratio to the second one to women. Yeah, right? I totally agree. Yeah, again, women are capable of being logical. They just don't exercise that logic as a matter of habit. Like, their default is to react emotionally. And that's evolutionarily necessary. If women base their romantic sexual preferences on logic, dude, 90% of us wouldn't even be here. All right, let's go to area code 682. Area code 682, you're on Live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Donovan, it's RPM. What's going on, buddy?
What's up, dude?
Hey, man, I love it when single, aged-out feminists try to give relationship and dating advice. Just for the delusion factor alone makes it the funniest shit I've ever heard in my life.
It's crazy, right?
It's great, you know? I know. Well, I mean, if I had to give advice to any woman that's either kicking around the idea of feminism or has already subscribed to it, if they haven't, I'd tell them don't. If they have, I'd say stop. Feminism is not your fucking friend. It was created decades ago by low sexual market value women who were pissed off and jealous of high sexual market value women who figured it out, had everything working for them, and they didn't realize that they all had equality of opportunity. That wasn't good enough for them. They wanted equality of outcome. So in order to create that, they had to invent their own blue pill matrix bullshit and have women subscribe to it for decades in an attempt to make them just as miserable as they are.
There you go, man. There you go. That's a very, very good point, Mike. Let me ask you this before I let you go. Why do you think, do you trust the intentions of older women when it comes to giving younger women advice? Because I don't think, like, I don't get the impression that Susan Winter is purposely leading women astray. I don't think she's intentionally trying to harm men or women in their relationships. But that's what makes her even more dangerous, is that she doesn't know that she doesn't know. She thinks she's actually giving these women wisdom. She thinks she's helping these people, but she's hurting these people. What are your thoughts about that, Mike?
Well, putting it simply, my thoughts are her wisdom, if you want to call it that, is coming from a inability to actually face her own level of truth.
Ooh.
You know, I told somebody the other day, feminism basically just leads to single women in their 50s fucking 20-something fuck boys, and then when the reality of, no, you're not sexy, wears off, it just eventually leads to them taking a handful of Vicodin and then a fucking dirt nap.
There you go.
That's what feminism is doing for women now.
Wow. Red Pill Mike checking in. Very, very well said. Thank you very much for the call, Mike. Red Pill Mike always comes with the pain, man. He always comes with the pain. That's for sure. All right, let us go to area code 469. Area code 469. You're on live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
How you doing, Donovan? Dub from Dallas.
Dub in Dallas. What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
Good. This right here is reminding me of the breakdown you did on Jessica on Love is Blind. The way she was trying to sabotage.
Yes, Amber.
Amber.
Yes.
It's like they know exactly what they're doing because they know their time has ran out. Just like Jessica, she was like, "Damn, I don't have a shot with Blake. What's his name? Well, you know his name.
Barnett. Yeah, Barnett. Yeah.
With him, so I'm gonna casually, basically sabotage, make it seem like I'm helping her, but really I'm just sabotaging. That's what these post-wall females do when they know their time is gone. And like I had stated on a call before, their life is over. Misery loves company.
That's right.
They're trying to bring as many down with them as possible. So she's well aware. You asked the previous caller, she knows exactly what she's doing because she's old enough to know. She's not oblivious to her mistakes.
That's incredible. Like, it would never, like I thought that women, listen, we know that women are always going to be team women. Women are never going to take the side of a man. They're always going to take the side of the woman. But I don't get the idea that Susan is knowingly, I mean, do you think she's doing it maliciously, or do you think she's doing it, I mean, to what end? I just don't understand why she would willfully and wantonly lead these women astray. What do you think her intentions are?
Here's the thing, like you stated on your womanese, they're doing it covertly.
Yes.
They know exactly what they're doing, man. But they try to make it seem like I'm your friend, I'm helping you, I'm giving you advice. They know the missteps that they took to put them at the spot that they're at now. So they're going to try to disguise it and camouflage it like, hey, listen to me. But she knows exactly what she's doing it maliciously. She's doing it intentionally, but she's just trying to put some camouflage on it. One quick thing.
Okay.
Donovan, I drive trucks now, but I did security. I was head of security at one of the major clubs off 35 in Walnut Hill.
Okay.
If you bring your operation to Dallas, I would be more than honored to be along you and Big Brandon.
Okay. Okay. Very good, man.
Dog walk anybody. But yeah, that's it, bro. Take it easy.
Cool. Very good. And I'll definitely take you up on that. Dub in Dallas checking in. I appreciate that, Dub. Yeah, that's actually where I'm going to be holding my first event. Next year, I'm going to have 2 events. I was going to have 3 events this year. Obviously, COVID-19 destroyed any chance of that. But I'm going to have 2 events next year in 2021. I'm going to have one in the spring. I'm going to have one in the fall. So you guys definitely stay tuned for that. All right, let us go to area code 636. Area code 636, you're on live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Is it me?
Yes, sir. That's you.
Hi, this is Devin from St. Peters, Missouri, also known as the Piggy Review.
The
YouTube.
Piggy Review. How you doing, Dev?
I'm doing pretty good. How you doing today?
Good, man.
I just wanted to comment on what you were talking about earlier. I don't think there's any malicious intent from this woman. I think that she had just fooled herself from the lie of feminism to believe that this is the ideal outcome for her. that she has to be happy and that she has fooled herself into be happy.
Wow. See, that's the thing. See, I agree with you, Devin. I don't think, and listen, not to say that Red Pill Mike and Dub and Dallas are wrong, but I don't understand. I don't know. Like, I'm not a woman, so I can't really think like one, but I can't imagine that she is willfully, maliciously leading women off the cliff. I think she thinks she's helping, but she doesn't realize that she's wrong because she too has bought into feminism. Obviously, Susan is she is an attractive woman. There's no doubt about that. She could have locked down a high value man. Shit, she probably could have done that 10 years ago, but she decided to keep being a hoe, and now she wants women to do the same thing.
I couldn't have said it better myself, my man.
Devin in Missouri calling in. No, that is not my Devin. That is Devin in Missouri, a.k.a. the Piggy Review. I appreciate you calling in. Let's go to area code 918. Area code 918, you're on Live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Devin, and this is Denny from Tulsa.
Denny in Tulsa. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. I'm going to have to put in a 2 cents here on the maliciousness.
Okay.
Because I actually think misery loves company.
Ooh.
And she is a lonely woman.
Yes.
And you can boil that down into basic math.
Okay.
Postmenopausal plus sport fucking her way from her teens through her 50s
Yes.
and 60s. Okay. No man wants to be with a woman that cannot give him any kind of sexual satisfaction.
Okay.
When a man could go out and do the Grand Canyon and get more satisfaction.
I like that. I actually like that. I like that quite a bit, Denny. So let's assume that I agree with you. Why would she, why even do this? Do you think she's doing it for money? Like, is this what she does for a living? Or is she just lost in her own sort of feminist idealized world?
She's absolutely miserable.
Wow,
and
man.
I've actually looked at some of these other red pill videos.
Yeah.
And I can't remember who was saying it, but women intentionally try to lead other women astray to be like them.
Jesus Christ, man.
And I've been watching you for about 2 months.
Okay.
Really, really opened my eyes up. I'm 50 years old. And I had an ex-wife. I was married to an attorney. She was a fat bitch.
Okay.
And she literally destroyed my life. I mean, setting me up with crime, putting a hit out on me.
Whoa! Holy shit, man.
I literally had a news producer from Fox News tell me I should write a Lifetime story about it.
God damn.
It was that bad. And, it really opened my eyes up. And I was blue pill most of my life. So, yeah, you're doing a great, fantastic job. And I'm trying to push this onto my children,
yes,
my boys, so that they understand in an early part of life. And, yeah, I lost a lot doing that. I was criminal psychology and all of that. And,
okay.
But after that ex-wife thing, I lost a lot.
Well, listen.
NFL, all of that.
Well, listen, Denny, I appreciate the call, and I'll tell you what, man, good for you. How old are your sons? You said you're trying to red pill your sons. How old are your sons?
20, 18, and 19.
Oh, thank God. Yes. Listen, give them this knowledge, Denny. Listen, boys are never, ever, ever too young to hear red pill truth, guys. I'm here to tell you, they're never too young. Never too young, man. Thank you very much for that call, Denny in Tulsa. Let's go to area code 704. Area code 704. You're on Live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Devin, remember me?
My name's Donovan, but no.
I'm sorry. My fault.
That's all right.
I was like half in, half not. My fault. It's Paul Brown again from Charlotte.
Oh, Paul, what's up, brother? Yeah, I remember you, man.
Yeah, how's it going, man? I wanted to call yesterday, but they weren't open.
Yeah, man, it
I'm
was
kinda disappointed in that, but hey, no hard feelings on that.
okay. Appreciate that.
The update on the day trading is actually going pretty well, and for those of you out there that are into the day trading, I would highly recommend you doing so. It's an escape from the rat race. But my main call that I wanted to call you for was I wanted to kind of get back to the original story, as the time progressed, like it's been over a year and a half since I left that situation again, and I actually tried telling some of these red pill truths to some of my family members. My brother was the one that believed it the most because he went through the same thing, but the thing is he already beat me to the punch.
Damn.
Yeah, he already beat me to the punch, and he actually started telling me exactly what I've been hearing from you and Better Bachelor and all these other people that post red pill content.
Good. It's good, and it's good
Yeah,
that you absorb that kind of stuff, man.
Yeah, but here's one problem though. My parents and my older siblings are like very, very traditional people. Like I have three sisters, like three older sisters and an older brother.
Okay.
Now my three older sisters, they're just like the traditional feminists as they should be, and I'm very grateful for that. But what I wanted to do was kind of teach my nephews, because my oldest nephew's 13.
Okay.
And I wanted to teach him some life truth.
Well, listen. At 13 years old, you're never too young for the red pill. So good for Paul for getting his 13-year-old nephew, putting him up on game. Let's go to area code 267. Area code 267. You're on live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Donovan. This is John from Birmingham, Alabama.
Hey, John. What's up, bud?
Yeah, first-time caller. I've been following you for 3 months now. So I just have a question. I know you don't give much advice as far as virginal women.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been dealing with this woman I've been dating for about a year and a half. Obviously, she's a virgin. She's 30.
I'm sorry. How old is she?
She's about to be 30.
She's about to be 30, and she's a virgin. How do you know she's a virgin?
That's the thing, though. She tells me she's a virgin.
Okay.
And
do you believe her?
We've done everything but. I believe her, but it's hard to believe that, and the only way there's no way to find out about that. That's the thing, though. So,
no, you're right. There's no way to find. Hold on. Wait a minute. There actually is a way to find out if she's a virgin or not. When and if you ever do fuck her for the first time, you will know whether or not she's a virgin. Let me do some and I'm not trying to derail your question here, but I think it's very, very important for us to sort of get to the bottom of whether or not this girl is a virgin.
90 seconds.
Because, and again, that's 90 seconds to get on the line. If you're in the queue, you'll get on the show, so don't sweat it. She's going to be in our ear. So she's almost 30 years old. How did you guys meet?
So we met out like about a year ago. We met out. I went out to a club, and she was just hanging out with some friends. She was there for a birthday party. She told me she just went there because her friends dragged her out. We met out. We chatted, and then
60 seconds.
Went to another, and we just started talking and started dating.
Okay, so what kind of club was this? Was this at a nightclub at night?
It was a nightclub.
Okay. You virginal women, and how old so you met her a year and a half ago, so she's 28 years old at this point, 28-ish, 27, 28 years old,
yep.
And she goes out to a nightclub. Here's fallacy number one. Her friends didn't drag her out to the nightclub. John, girls always say, well, my friends are responsible for my station in life. I didn't create this Tinder account. My friends did. I didn't want to go out to the bar or the club. My friends dragged me along. You know why they tell you this stuff? Is because that's what sluts do. Only sluts hang out at bars or clubs. So to keep the virginal facade, and again, I'm not telling you she's a virgin. I'm not telling you she's not. But at this point, that's the first thing that lets me know, okay, this chick might not be a virgin.
10 seconds.
Here's another question for you. Does she ever talk about her ex-boyfriend?
Yeah. She does not. No, she does not talk about ex-boyfriend.
Okay, how many boyfriends has she talked about?
She mentioned 3.
So she's had 3 she told you about 3 of her boyfriends, and she didn't have sex with any of them.
No. At least not to what she told me. No.
Okay. So what is her reasoning to you in terms of why she doesn't want to have sex? Is she waiting for marriage? Is she waiting for the right person?
She's waiting for marriage. She's waiting for marriage.
So that's what she told you. She's waiting for marriage. Is she religious? Does she go to church?
She is not religious, but she says it's a personal decision that she made, and her mom told her that that's what she should do in order to find the right person.
Okay. Is her father in her life?
Well, yeah, she has both parents in her life. Her mom was actually a virgin too, at least according to her.
Okay.
And her dad was 20 years older. Yeah, too. So.
Okay. All right. So that's certainly a step. All right. Okay. So listen, I'm not 100% I'm not 100% certain that she is a virgin, but I'm a little less skeptical than I would be normally. The fact that she was at the club at 28 years old, that's a big time red flag. But let's just go ahead and get past all that. What was your question about your girlfriend?
No, I just wanted to, because now, I'm thinking about taking a big step, and but again, like the issue of
what's the big step?
Aspect is kind of what's going back. Well, there's the red flag that you tell us not to do, which is try to get the marriage thing.
Right.
I know that's not something we should do for sure.
No, I understand that. So you guys are definitely boyfriend and girlfriend. Is she foreign? Was she born and raised in America?
No, she was born and raised here.
Okay, so she is an American girl. What's her nationality? Is she white, black, Latino? What is she?
Well, her mom is Jamaican, but her parents, her dad is from here.
Okay, all right. So she's Jamaican American. Okay, very good. Here's the deal, man. Has she ever mentioned marriage to you? Has she mentioned the fact that she wants to marry you?
Yeah, she mentioned multiple times. Yes.
And how did she mention this? Did she say, "Hey, let's get married"?
No. It's more of like, okay, where is this going? And if this is not leading towards marriage, then we shouldn't continue to do this. So that's kind of how she mentioned it.
Oh, wait a minute. So she's telling you, listen, you either marry me or we're done. Is that what she's saying?
Well, not in those words, but like she's bringing it around in those terms.
Okay, well, no. Well, now I need you to be specific. What did she tell you that led you to believe that she was giving you an ultimatum, either marriage or we're done? What were her exact words?
Well, pretty much a year into the relationship, she was asking me where is this going, and I'm saying, obviously, I told her that we need time to, figure out if it's something that we should be doing for a longer period of time.
Okay.
And she says she doesn't want to waste her time because she's a woman. And
she's 28. Yeah, but she's 29. No, I get it. What?
Yeah.
How does she treat you? Is she good to you?
Okay.
Does she cook and clean? Like, what does she do? Like, what do you like about her?
I like everything about her. She cooks and cleans. She takes care of me. Obviously she volunteers to do things without me asking for it. I just had my birthday not too long ago. She made sure that everything was nice in the house. So she went out, cooked, and pretty much she's feminine in a home sense. She's very feminine.
Is she on social media?
She is on social media, unfortunately, yes.
Okay. How does she ever go out to bars or clubs without you?
No, she definitely doesn't do that.
Okay. What does she do for fun?
What does she do for fun? So her parents own like a store so she's originally from Philly, and I'm actually from Philly too, but I moved down here for a job. So I've been here for a little over less than a year. But she likes to hang out with her family, and then pretty much hang out with family and also having with friends, maybe like social gatherings, but she doesn't do the club thing.
Okay. What don't you like about her? What potential red flags that are concerning you about her?
That's the main thing, just the whole virginal aspect. Again, she's 30. She sounds like she is, but again, I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
So that's the only thing that's kind of like holding back from that standpoint.
Okay. Well, listen, she's probably not a virgin, but even if she were, it is what it is. At this point, and the fact that she brought this up to you, this is a good thing, right? But what she needs to understand, if she is telling you that you guys should get married, the thing that you need to tell her is like, listen, we're a long, long way from marriage. Yeah, we've been dating for a year, but I don't know what it's like to have sex with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to be married to a woman I don't know if I like the sex or not. Number one. Number two, you're on social media. Tell her, I'm not trying to tell you what you can or can't do, but my wife is not going to be on social media. If you want that to be you, then you know what you have to do. If not, hey, cool. We'll just continue sucking each other's privates. until the next bright, shiny thing comes along. So we've got the bars or clubs taken care of. We assume that she's not in contact with her ex-boyfriends, but of course, her being on social media would really sort of skew that. It sounds like you could have a good thing going, but let me ask you a question. What does your girlfriend look like? Yeah. Is she pretty? Is she fat? Like, what does she look like?
No, I would. To me, she's just 7. So she's
no. I didn't. No. Hold on. I didn't ask you to you who she was, right? What would a guy like me? What would a guy like me rate your girl? Just be honest. Like, I'm not trying to bag on you, dude. My girl's a 6, right? Like, I'm like Devin's not a fucking 10. She's a 6, 7 on a good day.
Okay. So a guy like you would rate her like a 6, 7. So she's not fat. She's like, I would say 125. She's about like 5'6", 125.
Okay. All right. So she's in pretty good shape. Okay.
Yeah. Very, very curvy-ish.
Wait, hold on. Back it up. Hold on. When you say curvy-ish, is he a little bit fat?
No. As in, like, no. She's very skinny. She's skinny, but curvy.
Okay.
She's thick. She's like,
okay. All right.
Like back.
All right.
But not much.
Okay. Yeah. What you got to do? It sounds like you got a pretty good thing going, John. Do not let her pressure you into marriage, even though just because she is a virgin, quote unquote, does not mean that she won't take you to the cleaners the first chance she gets. That is absolutely, positively the first thing. The second thing you need to do, and listen, I'll tell you what, John, you want to know how to find out if she really is a virgin. You want to know how to do that? Take her to a doctor. Take her, say, you know what? I've had a lot of girls be dishonest with me. I want to go to the doctor, and I want him to test you to see if your hymen is still in place. I want to know, if you want me to marry you, all right, that's fine. We got some work to do. But if you're a virgin, I need to know I'm getting a virgin bride. Guess what? This is like a prenuptial agreement. If she balks at it, then you know her intentions, right? I thought you trusted me. I don't trust anybody. A lot of people say a lot of things. This doesn't mean I think you're a bad person. I just need to make sure that I'm getting a fucking virgin bride. And if you got a problem with that, cool. We'll just continue sucking each other's privates until the next shiny thing comes along. That would be the ultimate trump card. I would drop that on her at the very last minute. That's what I would do. Here's another thing that you should do, and this is the ultimate in ultimate tests. So you want to be married? Yeah, I want to be married. Okay, if you're gonna be married to a guy like me, there are certain things that that are gonna have to be in place. Okay, like what? Are you ready? Yeah. Okay. Unlock your phone and hand it to me right now. And watch her reaction. If she hesitates, if she balks, if she's scared, she's talking to other guys. She's talking to other dudes, namely her ex-boyfriends. So there are a lot of different things you can do, John, to find out who you're really dealing with. You can take her to the doctor, okay? You can tell her what you expect, and you can tell her, hey, unlock your phone and hand it to me right now. If you're really not up to anything, if you're really not going to bars or clubs, whatever the case may be, then yeah, those are the paces that you need to absolutely put her through. Thanks for the call, John in Birmingham. Yeah, man, listen, that seems to be the thing that girls are doing. I'm not going to say that John's girl is a virgin. I'm not going to say she's not. But that seems to be the new thing. Like, girls, well, I'm a virgin and I'm 33. Dude, we don't want the virginity of... Dude, Lolo Jones is 38 years old and apparently she's still a virgin. Nobody wants a 38-year-old hymen, Lolo. Like, dude, just fucking get fucked and get it over with. Like, dude, like, that's like... Dude, a 37-year-old virgin, there's nothing special about you. You're going to get treated the same. Fuck out of here, man. Dude, girls hanging on to their virginity this long? No. A 37-year-old virgin, that's useless. Nobody wants a 37-year-old virgin. Fuck out of here. K-Don with the 5 British pound super chat says competition is why she's giving bad advice. No matter what, girls always want to have higher man than other girls. This is done on a subconscious level. I agree with you. I would agree. I would absolutely agree with you. I've got you guys still in the queue. Just be patient. I'm coming to you next. Area code 860. I've got you up next. Amos Brown, $20, says older women give bad advice to younger women because younger women are the competition. That's right. I agree. That's a very good point. Octavius Mewborn with the $5 super chat says got a chick's number and set up a meet with her yesterday, and after her boyfriend was murdered a week ago. There is no unconditional love. No, hell no. There is no unconditional love. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, anybody who, like, yeah, unconditional love is non-existent. That's just, no. No hymen, no diamond. That's the way that goes. Area code 860. Area code 860 on live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Donovan? Myron out of Miami. What's up?
Myron, what the deal? I can't believe I don't recognize your fucking number. We text all the fucking time, dude. What's up, brother?
No, it's all good, man. Not much, bro. Excellent episode as usual. I just want to touch 2 points real quick.
Thank you.
So the caller that just called in, bro, you're fucking up, dude. I'm gonna tell you this, man. What guys don't understand, especially girls like that are like trying to like angle that hard for marriage, is women sell 3 things. They sell their youth, their beauty, and forgotten in the Western society, their chastity.
There you go.
And girls will always tell you, they will always minimize their sexual past because women are hardwired and know that men are repulsed by girls that are super promiscuous.
That's right.
So they will do everything in their power to conceal that from you, no matter what the social norm is, whatever it is. When they're angling for a relationship with a guy, they will always, undermine their promiscuous past. So this guy got to like kind of put the fucking glasses on and realize that, yo, she's in her epiphany phase. She has been raised in the United States. She's adopting other behaviors that traditional American girls do, going to clubs, all this other shit on social media. So what makes you think she's different and she hasn't had sex before and she's almost 30? No, bro. She's definitely had sex. What that really means is she just hasn't been sexually active, maybe, at best. You know what I mean? Recently.
He knows
she's
of.
100% lying to this guy. Exactly. And she's 100% lying to this guy because she's trying to get a fucking ring out of it.
That's right.
And she knows that the biological clock is ticking. So, like, girls always conceal. That's why when you ask a girl, hey, how many, which we should never ask, right? We all know that watching this show. But, like, if you ask a girl, hey, what's your body count? She's always going to, like, fucking.
No, you're going to think I'm such a slut. No, they're like, you're going to think I'm such a slut. No, tell me how many. Okay, 4. Oh, my God. Oh, bitch, please.
Exactly.
What, yesterday?
So this guy needs to really. Go ahead, sir.
No, I was saying like 4 like yesterday. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. Nobody's buying that nonsense.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Like, yeah, man. You guys got to have your eyes wide open, bro. Because like girls like this are trying to scheme, and like girls will always sell purity. That's you sell your success and your status.
That's all right.
Women sell their chastity and their beauty. That's how it is, and they understand that chastity is one of their main dealing cards, so they have to protect that. So they're gonna lie.
That's right.
Nothing wrong. Like they're naturally wired to do it. You can't be mad at them, just like we want to bang girls. And the second point was with this girl. I agree with you, Donovan. I think this fucking lady isn't doing this intentionally. I'm gonna tell you why. So if we were to say blue pill for women, I think it's feminism. And the biggest mistake that feminism makes to girls is giving them this false sense that men and women are symmetrical when it comes to attraction.
Right.
I.e., a guy that sleeps around, and just like you always say on your show, I agree with you 100%. Like a guy that sleeps around and works and makes money and waits until later in life to meet a girlfriend it can be done by a woman. But like that's why like feminism is like one of the biggest lies, is because it literally sets women up to be depressed. And all the studies show it too. You look at all the dating studies and stuff like that. More and more women. As more of them go to school, more of them get successful, more of them get higher paying jobs, more and more women are being are single and not happy because they're basically outclassing themselves out of the marketplace of males that they want. Like the guys that they make $100 grand a year, but they're 4. Well, guess what? You're fucked. Like, you know what I mean? Because her
that's
credit
it.
Limit, her credit limit cannot purchase the market value that she feels she's entitled to. So that's why there's so many single women nowadays, and the studies all show that it's just getting worse and worse year by year as feminism gets stronger and more girls enter the workplace and they go to college. So feminism is the blue pill for women in my eyes, and women like this are so blue pilled that they think that it's okay to be single at 40 and 30 and not being able to lock down a guy, because the biggest mistake they make, once again, thinking that they're men, is they think attaining a man is good enough. But in reality, for a woman, you have to retain a man. For men, you attain a woman, and then you choose if you want to retain them, and then they pick if they want to have sex with you. But for men, for women, it's the other way around. Their value comes from being able to actually retain a man, but they conflate being able to attain a man like a man attaining a woman is the same thing, and that's the biggest lie that ever. And I think this woman buys into that. And there's a huge industry. Look at every day.
Oh yes.
Blue pilled. Derek Simpson, whatever I call
it. Derek Simpson.
Derek Simpson, fucking Matthew Hussimp.
Yeah, Matthew Hussimp and Jason Simper.
Steven Simps, Steven Speaks, Steven Simps, like fucking all the female dating coaches.
Oh yeah.
They give women terrible advice on how to. They teach them how to get guys, but they don't teach them how to fucking retain because it's politically incorrect to tell a woman, hey, you want to keep a guy around? Clean the fucking house and don't be a nuisance when he comes home. They don't. That's politically incorrect to say that shit.
Of
What are they
course.
gonna say? Oh, be confident, be spunky. All these masculine traits that are not fucking attractive. And like a lot of Western chicks are brainwashed by this shit.
That's right.
And boom, it just sets them up for perpetual failure, and they can't retain a guy because girls don't have fucking game. Because guy game is being able to get girls. Girl game is being able to hold a guy, retain a guy, and they can't do it.
Wow. Dude, Myron Gaines. Guys, be sure to check out his website. Devin's putting it in the chat at unpluggedfitnesslife.com. That is unpluggedfitnesslife.com. Myron is he's the fittest guy I know. That's for sure. Casual Killer with another $50 super chat. Said, dropping more support for the probably 3 or 4 months I've been watching you. Figured out my game route while reflecting on a family friend's daughter flirting with me. Stoic aloofness with dirty humor mixed with tough, prying questions. Thanks. All of that, by the way, Casual Killer, what you are describing is what we call in the PUA community as amused mastery. Very good, man. Very, very good. Excellent. Myron Gaines calling with the knowledge. All right, got a few more calls here. Area code 813. Area code 813, you're on live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Donovan, it's Joey in Tampa. How are you?
Hey, what's up, Joey? How you doing?
Good. I have one question and one comment. First of all, I find it funny that Susan Winters will, talk about dating and work as if treat dating like it's work as far as your confidence and stuff like that. But she's been with what was it? She's 98 guys in 9 months.
Dude, oh my
that
God.
she's been seeing.
That is unbelievable. And again, keep this in mind, Joey. Listen, hold on, Joey. Keep this in mind. She went on 98 dates in 9 months in her 50s. Can you imagine what her sex life was in her 20s and 30s? Like, she's an attractive woman now. She was probably a smoke show in her 20s and 30s. Dude, this woman probably took dick from every fucking Tom, Dick, and Harry, man.
Yeah, she knows better than anybody else, especially her female audience, that
yes,
the confidence that the female carries through work to just do it with men and then suddenly they're attracted. No, she didn't have any of that when she was fucking all those guys.
Right, of course not.
Probably. So, but I had a question that was kind of irrelevant, but
okay.
I figured I'd pick your brain.
Sure, what you got?
So, as far as OnlyFans and Patreon goes, if a woman is doing one of those as a side hustle, but assuming that she's not lying if she says that she's only doing pictures and videos of her feet for desperate men who have foot fetishes, right? Do you consider her to be just as much bad news as the typical OnlyFans girl?
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, listen, it's a good question because if a girl were inexperienced, if a girl were sexually inexperienced, she would never think of the foot fetish. Only women who are aware and cognizant of the foot fetish have been with a lot of dudes. The whole foot fetish thing, taking pictures of your feet and putting them online, the act in and of itself is really not that bad. It's just your fucking feet. But the very knowledge of that sort of subset of sexual kinks and fetishes, that means that you have experienced a lot more than most people. So that's a very good question. I would say if a woman has an OnlyFans or a Patreon account with just a foot fetish, I would say that she is just as bad, if not worse, than the OnlyFans girls who show everything but their ass crack, I suppose.
Okay, it just their type of bad is not necessarily on the site so much as their experience.
Well, again, it's the context, right? If a girl, just like John in Birmingham, he said, listen, my girl is almost 30, but she was at the club. She was born and raised in America, but she also says she's a virgin. Well, virgins don't hang out at the club. Virgins don't try to use their virginity to lock down a man for marriage. No, listen, no slight on John, but John in Birmingham sounds like the average guy, right? He's not some millionaire. He's not some, I mean, dude, I don't know him from Adam. Maybe John is doing quite well, but that's what Myron just said. Like, girls try to use their chastity. So you use the clues around a woman to figure out who and what she really is. This is why I wrote the book, 16 Ways to Immediately Disqualify Her for a Long-Term Relationship. There are certain things that she does or says, certain habits and traits that are telltale signs of a woman being a slut. So there's no such thing as an innocent girl who knows about the foot fetish. If she knows about the foot fetish, then she knows about other things. So I would put her badness, I suppose, on par with the typical OnlyFans girl, because if she's doing the foot fetish thing, chances are she's probably done other things as well.
Right. So basically, they're just as undateable.
Well, yes. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. If that's your question. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Any girl who, and again, just because it's only feet, and thanks for the call, Joey in Tampa, just because it's just her feet doesn't mean a woman is not a sex worker. If you, and again, being a sex worker is not against the law. That's perfectly fine. And it's funny because women can sell their sexuality, but if men buy the physical sexuality, that's against the law. Either way. Yeah. If she has an OnlyFans account, she's bad fucking news. Bad news. Edward Patton with the $2 super chat says Derek Simpson is the new name for him. Listen, I don't hate on Derek Jackson. I'm not knocking the hustle. Derek Jackson knows exactly what the hell he's doing. That's for sure. BFC Z8 Nap with the $2 super chat says Myron and Don show should be a thing. Yeah, we got to do another show sometime. Rob L with the $2 super chat says Myron spitting facts, feminism, poison women and men. Myron is actually, like, he is catching on very quickly. Like, he is really, like, his game level is progressing faster than mine ever did when I was in Vegas. That's why it took me fucking 7 years to really hit my stride out there, because I was a quick learner, but it was not a very quick process. Myron is just, phew. Jason Moreno with the $5 super chat says, bro, that was some great information right there. Good info, bro. Thank you. I think he was talking to Myron. Myron with the $10 super chat says, Donovan, thanks for showing me support. And the love as always, brother. Nothing but success awaits you. Keep saving men and protecting them from the slaughterhouse we call the marriage market. Well said, Mr. Gaines. Appreciate that. The Practical Stoic with the $10 super chat says, what's up, Don? I'm 31, loving life. Loving how life is only getting better. I truly enjoy turning down feminists at their epiphany phase who never gave me the time of day during my blue pill days. Hashtag banging land whales is treason. Totally agree. Dude, like, fucking fat chicks should be like a class F felony. It should be a felony. This is why all these fat bitches are so goddamn confident, because these thirsty fuckers keep banging these broads. Quit banging these fat broads. If you quit fucking fat chicks, these fat chicks won't be such bitches. That's all there is to it. Area code 865. Area code 865. You're on live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Donovan. This is Warren in Tennessee. How you doing, brother?
Hey, what's going on, man? Warren in Tennessee. How you doing, man?
Good. Been farming for about 3 months or so. Been red pilled for about 10 years. I'm 50 years old. Just
wow.
For the record, I just wanted to chime in on. I think when you say, I think it might just be saying it for to make conversation. I don't know. But when you say, and another caller already touched on it, that, we don't want to hear these old bitches, talking about this, that, the next thing.
Right.
Either you're saying it for conversation or you're referring to us, which are absolutely right. We don't want to hear it. But you do know that there are millions of bitches out there that want to hear this shit and they eat it up.
Oh, yes. Of course. Yeah. Women, look.
There's a huge market for it. So that kind of goes to my second point when you were saying also, once again, I don't know if you're, saying it for more of a, rhetorical way, but, that being said, we know, and especially I think you would know that, women are herd animals.
Yes, yes, they are.
As you've said many times before, and as I've been aware of for many years, they're not immoral, they're just amoral. And so, she puts, it's a feedback loop, right? She's got this bullshit in her head. Have you ever heard Bill Burr, talk in his little deal on, watching Oprah Winfrey with his girlfriend and how, being a mother is the hardest job in the world?
Oh, yeah. Toughest job we'll ever have.
Just have all this bullshit circling over their head because no man will tell them any different because they want to fuck them. So she's got all this bullshit in her head. She puts it out there. There's literally tens of millions of women that want that confirmation that what they're living is absolutely right. So it's just a feedback loop of constant bullshit back and forth. Because when you're saying for the conversation, is this malicious? Is this planned? I don't think that even factors in. It's just women.
So you just think she's just acting. So she's not even aware of whether or not her commentary and advice helps or hurts women. She's just doing it just to do it.
I think that women, yes, of course, can be aware of it. She has moments, etc. But I think the biological hardwiring drive of them to be accepted completely overrides their intellect and their morality in the vast majority of cases.
I agree with that. I am 100% on board with that.
It's like crack to them. Attention is like crack to bitches.
Yes.
They can't give it up.
Yeah. And you know what? Here's the thing, Warren in Tennessee, and thanks for the call. Women like attention from both women and men. Women like sexual attention from men. They like negative attention from women. It doesn't matter where the attention comes from. Women are addicted to attention. Just like Warren said, it's like crack. And women they're not about to give that up, that's for sure. Area code 786, you're on live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, my name is Nina. I'm calling from Florida.
Nina in Florida. What's up?
Yeah, this is like my second time calling.
Yeah, I remember you.
But yeah, oh nice. Well, yeah, I was gonna say a point about the whole feminist movement because I feel like the first time I called, I wasn't able to get it through. But basically, what I wanted to say is the same thing that pretty much everybody else has been saying. I just wanted to add a little extra to it.
Okay.
And it's pretty much, I feel like the feminist movement, it is being very toxic to the woman, which they're saying they want to help. For the major reason, because they're really not helping the way they think they are. And I wasn't aware of all of that until the whole situation happened with Johnny Depp, to be quite honest with you.
How old are you, Nina?
I didn't know anything about the feminist movement, nothing about the blue pill.
How old are you?
You know, the whole dilemma with the situations.
Yeah, how old are you,
25.
Nina? So you're 25. Okay, so you're still young. Okay,
25.
go ahead.
Yeah. And yeah, so pretty much when that happened to Johnny Depp, that's when I really started to pay attention. I'm like, okay, what's going on here? And one of the things that I noticed is that when I was looking at the entire feminist movement, one thing I noticed is that they don't really have feminine healing or feminine groups or orientation for young or any woman of any age. Like they don't have that sisterhood, like giving them good tips, trying to help them out, trying to heal them. Because at the end of the day, most of the females that are doing all of those crazy things, those are broken girls that either from their household or just society overall, they were broken down to a point where they just disconnected with themselves and they became products of that situation. Which, yeah, there is part responsibility on the person itself, but it's also responsibility on the people that they're surrounded with, right? So I feel like they're taking advantage of that situation to kind of like brainwash all the other females that are in that predicament, to kind of lure them in and give them that empowerment through that lane, which is not the right one. And yes, they'll feel temporarily like they're powerful and they're independent, but it's like you said, it's only going to last till so long, right? And another thing that I wanted to say is that for some reason, I want to agree with that caller that he was talking to, that he said that he feels like the lady you're speaking on right now, he said that she's doing that because she doesn't want to face her own reality. And I agree with that, because when one of the movements that was really popular is the one that not Amber Heard. What is it?
Yeah, that's Amber Heard. That's the Johnny Depp
Her name
girl.
is Amber. her name is also Amber, I think.
Okay.
But she made the slut walk pretty much, and she.
Amber Rose. Amber Rose. You're talking about Amber Rose. Yeah, the hip hop slut who's been skeeted in by. Okay, all right, I got you.
Yeah. I was talking about both, but first it was Amber Heard, but then I confused it with this Amber. But pretty much, yeah, she did the entire slut walk and everything, and she lured all of these females to do the walk. And now that she's happily married with a very successful man and she has her baby, she canceled and she's not doing it anymore. So now where all these females are going to be at? You know what I mean? Now they're hanging. Now their life is like, you know, what are you going to do now? You know?
Yeah.
So in a way, I feel like that's one reason. And then the other one, I feel like it's also a system plan, a system strategy to sort of also break the household. Because the male is very important in the household, but the female, to like sort of hold it together is also very important too, because without the female energy in that household, you know, to take care of the kids, you know, to maintain a home for the husband to come back to, a lot of more broken kids and more broken people are gonna come out of there. So the cycle is gonna get more vicious. So pretty much, I feel like it's both females that are not facing their realities that are doing that, and also a plan from the system, the government, to break the household. So it's a combination of both. And I just wanted to mention real quick also, because you also said in one of your videos, I don't know when you did it, but I watched a video yesterday, and you said something about that you was getting your hopes up.
I get my
Because
what?
You said, oh, I watched, and like, you were getting your hopes up when you thought that the feminist movement was about to shift.
Yeah.
Because you watched a video and there was like a lot of dislikes.
Yeah.
So I got that too, because to be quite honest with you, throughout this Amber Heard situation, there's a lot of people that are against that movement now, because they're really angry and upset, because they're realizing that that's a movement being used by people that are actually in the top, using the majority in the bottom to just do their own agendas and get their own benefits. So now everybody's really upset. But at the same time, there's still a lot of people that are still brainwashed into believing that. So when you said that, I found that very funny, because I too was on that belief where I was like, oh, it's finally gonna be over. But I don't think it's gonna be over, because I feel like this is a much bigger agenda.
Yeah. And listen, Nina, I gotta let you go because I've got other callers, but I do appreciate the call. God, she was gonna go on and on. Listen, Nina she said a TSR record. She said a TSR record. She has spoken the longest as a woman, that's for sure. So listen, Nina's 25. It's good that young girls like her are watching the show. Let us go to the last call of the day. My man, the head of TSR Security, Big Brandon. Big Brandon, what's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Doing good, man.
I'm not going to keep you because I know you got a consultation. You also got a breakdown to do. I'm listening to the show.
You know it.
And I'm enjoying it. I was also hearing some of the callers. To the caller that called earlier about the 28-year-old virgin.
Yeah.
I just wanted to tell this quick little story. Back in my mid-20s, I worked at one of these nighttime massage parlors and spas. I don't know who needed to go to the spa or get a massage at 3:30 in the morning.
Okay.
But I was the door guy.
Oh,
right?
Wow.
So after I got off of work at them, my buddy would come pick me up and we would hang out with some of the girls that did the massages. And we were sitting around, and my buddy, he looked at one. We're all getting messed up, high and everything. He goes, "Hey, can I ask you a question?" She goes, "Go ahead." And he goes, "How many guys have you been with?" She's like, 12. And he looked at her, he's like, 12? You've only been with 12 guys? She goes, "Yeah, I don't count the guys I do at my job."
Baby girl, I hate to break it to you, but they count. Like you don't they don't just not count because you say that. Ay ay ay. Oh my God.
That's what I'm getting at with this guy. Just because she says she's a virgin, she might not counted those first 3 guys she was with.
Wow. And that's funny because girls will say, well, I've slept with 74 guys, but I don't count, the other 74 that I banged when I was backpacking in East Europe. Like girls just make up any old arbitrary number. And again, it's just like Byron said, girls will sell their chastity. Girls know that men are repulsed by promiscuous women. They know that we are repulsed by this, and this is why they guard their fake chastity almost with their lives. Sometimes to the point where she's like, "Listen, I got to get married or this ain't happening." So she's literally using her, how can I put this? She's trying to use her fake virginity to try to get something very tangible.
Mm-hmm. And that's what tripped me out. I'm like, when that girl said to my buddy, "I've only been with 12, I'm like, she's down the road one day, gonna get in a long-term relationship, get married, and probably tell her husband, "I've only been with 20 men in my life."
There you go.
but she's going to omit the 3 years she was a glorified massage expert.
A lot of happy endings in there, right?
Oh, good God. And once we got to be real cool with some of the girls, and they would hang out with us. Okay, and I'm going to be off the record. When I was in my 20s, and I'm telling you now, because you're honest with me, so I'm going to be honest with you.
All right, let's do it.
My drug of choice was not cocaine. My drug of choice was speed.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Whew.
And
God.
On speed, you could fuck forever.
Oh,
right?
yes.
So,
yes.
So whatever guy she wound up getting with and marrying, she might have omitted me, but she didn't omit me.
Wow.
Once we got in good, and they started getting comfortable and telling us stuff, and they were freaky and after work, but I guess in her mind, for 3 months, you know, at least once a week, me and her, I do my do, we get high and do the do. So I guess in her hindbrain, that was a relationship.
Yes.
So I might have been one that was counted.
Maybe. Look,
I'm just saying that.
Look, I got a comment in here by the dark Korean. He says, backdoor and oral don't count either. Yeah, exactly. I mean, for all we know, listen, she might be a vaginal virgin, but that doesn't mean she's an anal virgin, right?
That's what she might try to sell him. So I'm telling him, like you suggested, go get checked.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Something. Throw up that Hail Mary, that knockout punch to her, right? And see her response, because she could have been vaginally a virgin, but had about 4 or 5 guys blow out her backside.
Straight up. Straight up, man. Wow.
Most definitely. And again, I enjoyed the content. I got to send my house keys in real quick to you. I forgot to do that. I will do that on the next show.
Absolutely.
I love the show. I love the content. I don't know if he played the commercial, but gentlemen, you know the 4 rules when you walk into Club TSR, located at the top of TSR Towers. I need you to like. I need you to comment. I need you to subscribe. I need you to share. And if you so happen, I need you to resubscribe, because YouTube sometimes tries to hoe out my man, Donovan Sharpe.
Big Brandon checking in. That's actually got to be the big 5 now, right? It can't be the big 4. Like, comment, subscribe, share, subscribe a second time, because you never know when they will X that out. Excellent. Very, very good. I am live over on Sharpe Stream right now. I am getting ready to do the swap over and do the 90-day fiancé breakdown. Yesterday's breakdown was very short because I had to cut it short. I had a consultation, had some other stuff that I had to do. But this show is obviously going to be this is going to be the normal. This is going to be the normal length. Also, tomorrow, I am dropping my Love is Blind archive. This is all 30 breakdowns of Love is Blind. I think it's almost 35. I think it's like 35 or 36 hours of pure, unadulterated, red pill breakdowns. It's going to be 50% off this weekend only. 50% off this weekend only, okay? After this weekend, the only people who can get it at 50% off are going to be patrons, okay? If you're a patron, you can get it for 50% off indefinitely. If you're a patron, you don't even have to pay for it. Why? Because it's already on Patreon. And a lot of my patrons are, listen, I like being a patron, but I want to be able to listen to this stuff back to back to back without scrolling through everything. You can do that. You can absolutely do that. That's why I am releasing the Love is Blind breakdown course. That's going to be dropping tomorrow afternoon at 3:30 Eastern, 12:30 Pacific. That is 3:30 Eastern, 12:30 Pacific. Specifically on DonovanSharpe.com. I will be sending out emails for that as well. With that, I thank all of my super chatters. Thank you guys very much for being generous as usual. Shout out to my callers. Dre in Fayetteville, a.k.a. Vietnam. Red Pill Mike, Dub in Dallas, Devin in Missouri, Denny in Tulsa, Paul in Charlotte, John in Birmingham, Myron Gaines, Joey in Tampa, Warren in Tennessee, Nina in Florida, and of course, the head of TSR Security, my man, Big Brandon. Thank you guys very much for watching. I will see you guys over on Sharpe Stream.